It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Monday morning, August 15th, 2016. Good morning to you all on this 15th of August 2016 on a Monday, but to work. Here are your news and odds on our top story at AM on this Monday morning is Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where for a second night, violent protests rocked Milwaukee over the police shooting of an armed African-American man. Paul Manafort, Donald Trump's campaign chairman, ran a political consulting operation out of a first-floor office in Southwestern Street in Kiev, Ukraine. Rear danger of the moves cascaded down from tens of thousands of Trump's failed Olympic City with some of them completely close to hate. As Justin Gatlin cannot outrun Usain Bolt in his doping past. Johannesburg, a South African woman who kidnapped a newborn nearly 2 decades ago from a hospital and raised the girl as her own of sentenced to 10 years in jail on Monday. New York police have given it all clear at John F. Kennedy Airport after reports of shots fired Sunday night inside Terminal 8 on. New York law enforcement official told CNN. Washington, Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton consolidated support on the million of those who have fielded the Bernie Sanders challenge during the primaries in New USA today. Rock that poll finds out Republican Donald Trump heads. Boko Haram has released a new video that the militant jihadist group says shows some of the 276 Nigerian schoolgirls that protected in 2014. In 1986, the Turkish military expelled the dozens of cadets suspected of loyalty to the young Muslim character named Fethullah Gulen, seen as potential threat to the country's strict secular rule. Tokyo, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe said away Monday from the Tokyo Shrine that honors the convicted war criminals among the nation's war dead to avoid controversy with neighboring countries on the 71st anniversary of the end of the World War. No evidence of ISIS presence at itself in Afghanistan. Video surveillance footage shows that Queen's Imam is sister shot to death by a gunman. Barbara Menu saw a flicker sign and gave her hope that the resident who funded the hit stuff in Louisiana was over, as water everywhere. Louisiana residents struggle with dry land. Houston women charged with capital murder after two kids' bodies found in their neighbor's house. Brad arrested after 7-year-old who had an even days tried to sell teddy bear for food, police said. As when Officer Steve Dunn admitted the 7-year-old boy was offered to sell his teddy bears. The little guy must have received industrious standing in front of CVS admits that the instructor second made in Franklin, Ohio, trying to hawk the toy. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. 6 people died when a small plane crashed in Tuscaloosa County, Alabama. Northport Fire officials said. Washington, in a presidential campaign where disagreement has been endured between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, there is one area where they most agree: gay rights. Hamilton, Texas, a 6-month-old baby died after being left in the farmer's car for nearly 9 hours near San Antonio, police said. Japan's economy solves an April June cast stops and aims policies. Global stocks edge higher in as macros rate U.S. economic data. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressing the nation by historic Brentford during President's celebration Delhi today as money in the direction shouts about that urges Indian unity. Kurt Hill, 1 month high Monday, and hopes that the prolonged oil price rout may drive major producing to reconsider the collective production cap. Kalamazoo, Michigan, a Michigan Unity Company said Monday they started operations at a solar power plant in the western part of the state. Its second facility on college campus. Tehran counted the contribution from oil. The Iranian economy grew 4.4% in the 3 months ended, much straight than the government said. Yekaterinburg, Russia, expanded the Nord Stream gas pipeline from the sea is certain to diversify the regional energy market, the Russian foreign minister said on Monday. Melbourne, a study assessed the research towards potential for parts of Cuba's progress and the plan to quickly become a key portfolio component, MEU Australia said. Alright, look at the stocks today now is. Dow Jones at 105 points at 18,576.47, S&P 5 2184.05, and Nasdaq 5,232.90. Alright. Liquid methane filled canyons under Zabito steeper walls as steep as ski slopes enter the surface has tightened, researchers report a new study. Zookeepers claim just made that hundreds of baby muskrat tarantulas. Temps will rise in America, along with the temperatures 2 days ago, the Asian climate change was contentious. London. Alzheimer's disease can be successfully be treated with a commonly used anti-inflammatory drug which can reverse memory loss and brain inflammation due to studies reveal. Residents of the mission for you. Donald Trump had 3 pills that terrorists from Planet 8 said. Hillary Clinton is elicited on document agreements of the new voter registration draft that sided up synthetic voters with words that Donald Trump's immigration plans could result in their deportation of the dreamers of themselves. It's come to this. Donald Trump is accused of New York Times of venturing into Jason Blair territory as a guy who exposed players. Certifications. The Clinton campaign announced that Wiggins no longer considered safe life should be battlegrounds of the presidential election. In local news, a hearing human study were not fit for the man no base, but that did not stop 6 runners from potentially attempt to identify 5 candidates World War I Memorial Park. About 10,000 is expected to be raised in the maintenance of Julius Gordon didn't even know the Julius Sakala. The milestone anniversary race, which started in the 10 a.m. saw temperatures calming at the low night before sunset. Events in the new time at site could runners that is rated caused the one winner at 42-year-old man to collapse from the heat only a few yards from the finish line at the corner Blue Jay Oil Drive. Fortunately, the 90 volunteers and race president extra quickly over bottled water and oxygen tank. They mounted the progress of the other runners that came today that the 2 other runners in only minutes after the first winner collapsed. No however, firefighters police responded to the aid to the 42-year-old man. However, police blocked them in the porch on the South Main Street late Sunday night during the apparent set-off where reportedly armed men inside residents. What knocked the controversial solar project planned on Wheaton College led off Clemson Street is moving along. Mansfield, for the second year in a row, police are reminded Jimmy Buffett fans that the utility center is not a bring-your-own bathroom venue. Annabelle, 2 cars collided at the intersection where a traffic light wasn't working correctly on Sunday afternoon. Teresa Bale, originally standard research and Libertarian Party candidate Gary just because she didn't want to vote for Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. Mansfield, where workers complained about 2 months ago, the new traffic scheme in the North Main Street area, a small but memorable part of the work, will have gone to the honor of the 3 of the town sons off by members of the state political games that last for the country in World War II. Methuen, Massachusetts, 86-year-old Massachusetts woman needed to be rescued by firefighters over the weekend. She was left behind in Dallas clinic in Methuen and to be closed for the day. Fire Chief Scott Sullivan said rescuers came to aid at Murray Perry just before 4 p.m. Saturday. The woman was taken into treatment at the first center where she was made about 3 hours after it closed. Perry is temporarily bedridden. She has ambulance transported her from a rehabilitation facility to the clinic. Chatham, Massachusetts, at Cape Cod Beach was temporarily closed to the swimmers after a great white shark was spotted feasting off a seal off the coast over the weekend. Peter Childers 8:07 on this Monday morning, and it started off a spot report. The Boston Red Sox complete the sweep there the Diamondbacks with 16-2 thrashing of the Diamondbacks last night at Fenway Park yesterday afternoon. Today, the Red Sox will game against the Cleveland Indians at 1:10 p.m. out in Cleveland before going to Baltimore, Detroit, and Tampa Bay. Rio de Janeiro exploded out about the late 8. Wait, the Kirk Tennessee and a runner to retire Olympic 4-meter final. After winning yet another gold medal in 2016, Rio game what should be a week. Gabriel celebrates the rest have been anything but. Headed into the preseason opener against Arizona Cardinals. The 2016 Rio Olympics currently on board, but preparation for future games in the way as well. Host cities have already been selected, and the next 3 Olympics in the city will be chosen to train for 24 next year. 9 cities have already hosted. Jagat Samagat became the first Canadian woman to win the Olympic marathon, secure her country's first gold in Rio 2016. Deepa Kamika stopped arts around the world as she flew for the final. The vault of the Olympics fourth position might be a curse across the rest of the contingent, but this was India's most tremendous international achievement. Rio de Janeiro, close games to the United States against some of the best national teams in the world might just be the norm for the remainder of the men's Olympic basketball competition. I'd be able to put away France after taking a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter. Peter Chandler's made on this Monday morning back to work, and it started off a traffic and transit report. Hey! Let's start off on the MBTA. We're on the orange line with Prince Monolith between Briggles and Roxbury crossing between Monday and continued until Sunday. But otherwise, the subway system is looking good on blue, green, orange, red, and silver line. On the Community Rail, it is Province Street 80363, where the air from South Station is Operated 10-50 minutes behind schedule between Edinburgh Province due to Amtrak single issue. Province line train 8:40 to 7:14 a.m. from Edinburgh operated 10-50 minutes behind schedule between Edinburgh and South Station. Franklin Line train 708, 744 a.m. from Porch Park 495 is operated 5:50 minutes late between Norfolk and South Station due to a signal issue. Franklin Line train 706, 708 a.m. from Porch Park 495 is operated 5:50 minutes late between Norfolk and South Station due to a signal issue. And on the ferries, they are Charlestown Ferry. Please use the Coastal Pier 1 for commuter ferry service until further notice. And now, looking at the highways and byways. Highways and byways in New York City are slow in Connecticut. 95 of the southbound side is backed up from Fairfield Ave to Stanford. Merritt Parkway is eastbound side is backed up from Bridgeport Stretch. Summit go on Merritt Parkway is southbound side from Bridgeport down to Stanford. 95 of the northbound side is backed up from West Haven to Route 91 in New Haven. Merritt Parkway A4 westbound side is backed up to Newtown to Danbury. A4 eastbound side is backed up to New Britain Stretch. 91 on the southbound side a little backed up from 291 all the way to A4 downtown Hartford. 291 on westbound side slow before Route 91 in downtown Hartford. 91 on the northbound side, it is a little slow around 57 in Agawam. Central New England, 299 in the eastbound side is backed up from Route 146 to Route 9 in Worcester. 146 of the southbound side is backed up on 1595 to downtown Providence. 146 of the southbound side is over the North Smithfield Lincoln Stretch. 9 on the northbound side is backed up to 295 to Route 122 to Lincoln Woonsocket Stretch. 95 of the southbound side is backed to the Connecticut Stretch to downtown Providence. 95 on the northbound side is backed to the work all the way down to Providence Stretch. Yep, and 95 on the northbound side is backed up from 295 in Attleboro to 152 in North Attleboro. New York State Ferry is backed up before 89 in Schenectady. New York State East is backed up 787 in Troy. 485 on the northbound side it is backed up from Route 16 in Milford all the way out to the West Pike in Westboro. 120 the southbound side is backed up 24 to Route 128 in the Braintree Randolph area. Route 3 on the northbound side is backed up from Derby Street hanging on to Route 128 in Braintree. Route 24 on the northbound side and 95 on the northbound side is backed up before Route 128 Captain. 128 on the northbound side is backed up 135 and need them all the way out to Route 20 Waltham. 128 southbound side is backed up from Redden all the way out to Waltham. Southern Expressway, the northbound side is backed to the Braintree split all the way at the Morrissey Boulevard in Dorchester. Mass practice. Southern Expressway, southbound side it is backed to the Mass Park all the way at the Dorchester. 93 in both ends of downtown Boston is backed up. 93 is southbound side is backed from Bedford all the way to Zachem Bridge. 93 in the northbound side is backed up from Bedford all the way at Route 120 Captain. 93 in the southbound side it is backed up from North Andover 125 all the way to Route 128. Route 3 in the southbound side backed up from 495 Lowell up in the Bill Wickham. 495 in the northbound side it is backed up from Route 2 in Lowell to the westward and hit back again after Route 3 in Lowell. 495 in the southbound side backed up around Route 3 in Lowell. 495 on the southbound side is backed up the long stretch. 495 on the northbound side. Southbound side is backed up from Mayville to 213 in Lawrence. Up in Northern New England, 101 on the southwestbound side is backed up after the Everett Turnpike. Everett Turnpike is backed up from around the Manchester Airport in Manchester, New Hampshire. 89, 91 on the southbound side is backed up at the Canadian border up in Vermont. Hollywood 55 on the northbound side it is backed up after the U.S. border up in Southern Quebec. 87 on the southbound side backed up around Route 11 in Plattsburgh. And Hollywood 15 is backed up after the Canadian border up in Vermont. 81 on the southbound side a little slow after 481 in Syracuse, New York. And New York State Freeway on the eastbound side is backed up around Lake Erie Beach, headed towards Buffalo. Peter Childers time is now 8:14 on this Monday morning. It's time now for a weather report. And 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, most skies covered 89 degrees. Northwest about 6 miles of covered in the morning. For tonight, most skies covered about 65 degrees. Lots of waves wind. Tuesday, church showers and thunderstorms at 11 a.m. Thunderstorms, blue every rate. Merch skies about 85 degrees. Calm wind becoming in south and 5 to 9 miles in the afternoon. Chest basis 40%. New rain bars between the 10 quarter and high amounts possible thunderstorms. For Thursday night, at church showers and thunderstorms. Thunderstorms with every rate. Measures found between 2 and 5 a.m. Otherwise, most skies go about 72 degrees. Some about 6 to 9 miles an hour. Church basis 50%. Your aim after 10 quarter have an responsible for Wednesday, touchdown so areas of fog between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. was most guys got have an 86 about 65 degrees. Just make sure 35% for Thursday. Areas of fog before 10 a.m. was most of the fog have an 86 about 66 degrees. Friday, most of the fog have an 84 about 63 degrees. Saturday, areas of fog was most of the skies have about 82 about 62 degrees. And for Sunday, most of the skies have 82 degrees. Currently, not here, it is clear skies and it is 73 degrees. And that's going to be an 85% humidity, and that's going to be the Peter Channel Water News on this Monday morning, August 15th, 2016. Good morning and good positive. Good day.